Hi there everybody, James here. Today I've got a video about my latest 3D printing project. This is Battletech, 10mm Battletech to be specific. I wanted something a bit bigger for conversion to Grimdark Future. I have a army list in the works, currently 42 units big. It's about a third of the way done. And wow, just in like basic max, but there's no variations currently. So yeah, it's well, probably less than a third if I'm going to be honest, of the way through. Still, it's a pretty significant amount. I'm pretty pleased how it's coming out so far. Essentially it acts a bit like a just far more expansive night list. So you've got units ranging from like 6 toughness for a light mech like a locust, all the way to the largest at the moment, and I don't expect it to go more than this, which is the Timberwolf, which is currently 30 toughness. And I'm actually going to be doing a review of toughness and speed. It's probably my next task before I start adding more mechs, because I need to iron that part out. Currently most stuff is fast. If it's slow like an urban mech, then it's just normal speed, but I'm wondering if I should change that. But so far, the last thing I did was actually do a complete review of the weapons. So there's about 45 weapons in total. It's not all of them, but I think it is probably 60 to 70% of them, like at least 2/3 done. And enough is there that the remaining weapons should be very easy to do, but outside of that, in terms of points, like currently I'm trying to do like a 2 lance inner sphere versus a clan star. So that's 8 inner sphere max versus 5 clan max. I think that's going to even out quite nicely. Give you a rough idea, this Atlas is about 800 points. The Timberwolf is about 1200. So both of those are assault max. So let's take a look at what we got so far. So we've got a Locust, an urban mech, which I need to go back and break up the blue a bit. It's a lot more dark than it should be, but I've got a even though it's a very simple 2-tone scheme, I also use some strong and dark tone with a combination of speed paint medium and airbrush thinner. And what the airbrush thinner does is it actually reactivates the paint, and it allows you to make a combination of like a dirty like edge highlighting, like a reverse edge highlighting. So it's kind of like a third colour. I'm really liking the scheme. It's very vibrant, and the 2 lances are all going to be this colour. The clans are obviously going to get something different. I don't know what they're going to get yet, but yeah. So let's continue. So Locust, Urban Mech, Hunchback, got Centurion, an Atlas. Down here we have a Hollander. That's another light mech. It's a sniper mech essentially. And yeah, at the back we've got a Timberwolf, and a Hellbringer. Not sure what I want to do with the last 3 mechs on that one, but I'm trying to do like 3,500 points roughly. I think that's where the 2 Lancers for Inner Sphere is going to sit, and that is a reasonable amount for a game. And yeah, so far so good. They've printed out pretty nicely. The latest couple of mechs have had some stringing issues, but that's not the mech's fault. That is my printer's fault. But they still clean up afterwards pretty nicely. And then just for some size comparison, that is another 50mm base, an obliterator from Games Workshop. You can see that the mechs are actually taller or wider than the obliterator, at least on the light side anyway. The Hunchback is probably around the same sort of mass, but by the time you get into like heavy mechs, like the Hellbringer here, you can see that they are the mechs are starting to get bigger. I mean, if we take a proper look at the Atlas on his 50mm base, true to his 30mm. It was, well, 6mm variant on a 30mm base. He's like overflowing. But I thought I was actually going to hate that, by the way, where it's going over the bases, but honestly, for Battletech, not too fussed. So yeah, looks good to me. Tell me what you think. Have a good day, everyone.